Now, I was hoping that building the new village would be enough to convince the villagers to forgive us, but considering we just killed like 5 more villagers back there, I don't think we've cleared our names just yet. So I think we're gonna have to move on to plan B. Alright, so here's the idea. Who hates the villagers more than we do? The pillagers and their group of raiders, which means if we find a way to harm as many of these raiders as possible, that should be more than enough to get the villagers to stop hating us, at least for now. So I think it just makes sense that the next thing we're going to be building is a raid farm, and thankfully for us, there are plenty of different designs for us to choose from depending on what we're wanting. We're going to be going with the Chronos V4 raid farm design by Garlic Bread because it has just about everything we could ask for in a raid farm. It's relatively easy to build, isn't incredibly laggy, and has pretty minimal villager requirements compared to the rates that it produces, which by the way, this thing produces just under 900,000 items per hour of various different resources, with over half of them being emeralds. So we are about to be extremely rich very soon. Honestly, this farm is completely overkill at the moment, but I have a bunch of other projects planned for the future, and the sooner I start stocking up on resources, the better. But before we go ahead and start gathering up resources to build this thing, I want to make a few slight changes to it. Mostly just extending the temporary storage that comes with it, and we'll also go ahead and add in a custom totem filter so we can collect all the totems we'll ever need. I'm not going to go too crazy with the storage for now, mostly just because I don't see myself running the farm for long periods of time anytime soon, but this should be more than enough for what we're going to be needing right now. Though that does mean for the time being, most of the drops from this thing are just going to end up burning since we won't nearly be able to pick up everything, which is pretty funny. Imagine being so rich you can just throw away most of the stuff you get. Yeah. Enough of that though.